Hi, so today is another day, another design with Canva. And today for the design reference, we have this. So we have two images. One is this one and second is this one. So we are trying to combine both the techniques and we'll create something new on a similar line, which is this and this. So let's move forward to Canva. The size I've taken is 1080 into 1950. You can take as per your wish. This is very standard and used in Instagram post. This is what I'm taking. Hovering back to the images, I need a picture of a model and right now. So I've already chosen one and I felt we can go ahead with this one. First thing first, you have to choose an image of a model. It can be anything. That's your choice. What you will do is go ahead and edit image and remove the background. We'll remove the background, done. If not, if you do not have Canva Pro, you can go to other websites where you can remove the background. Now, first thing, and the next thing is you have to duplicate this. I'm doing this, you will understand why I'm doing this. Because that area is not required, I'm cropping this. I'll duplicate this. And what are we going to use is edit image and Duotone. I'll take three colors. So one is probably orange and I'll duplicate this and I'll take green and I'll duplicate this and I'll take uh, blue. And one more we can take. Let's take a brighter shade, which is pink. Okay, so these are the four colors that we have taken. Three colors. Three colors and one is the funny one. So now placing it one by one, I'll keep this a little aside and we'll move it. This is the first image. I'll decrease the opacity a little to 79. Now I'll take the next orange and put it above that a little right, a little right. इसके ऊपर we won't put it as it is. Shape को थोड़ा सा अलग करेंगे and we'll put it a little right. And then we'll decrease the opacity. Then you see how the intersection effect is being created. A illusion effect is being created. The third one, we'll take it. I think somehow you have to also see the position. This will change a lot. So what do you want in front and back? Be very mindful of that. I want orange, green at the back. And then this one here. Yes, this is. And again, I'll reduce the opacity a little more. How the illusion is being created, right? Now I'll place this in front of this, but it is going back. Place it here, go to positions and bring it forward. This is how you bring it forward. Okay. Once you achieve this as per your requirement, like if you're really happy with the placements, select this all and Control G, group, or right click and group it. Right now I already grouped it. Right click and group this. This is grouped. We'll move this aside. Yeah. And let's take this. It's a good placement and it's sticking because when you're creating a graphic or a design where the main product is this should at least take 70 or 75% of the space so that the focus is on the product. So this is the placement. Now let's move back to our reference. What I now need to create, I like to create this effect. What I'll do is, firstly, you have to think of a line which is relevant to this. Right now, what I can think is black, because this color is black. Black color. And let me turn this a little. So what we can do is, we need to think of a line, a good line. What we can do, the color black beats all the colors. So we can write this. So, and we'll divide it, the color black. Okay. And because black is the focus, बाकी को हम लोग caps on करके लिखते हैं. Color black. Right. And then we'll place it here. We'll take this mirror. I need it bold. Yes. Well, It is bold, a little smaller. You have to play with this placement, okay? Until and unless you are really, really, really happy. Because the sizes will matter a lot. अगर आप गलत size लेके you will create this, then it won't fix at that right position. Now what we'll go to effects and we'll go to curve and see. More or less good effect has been created. We can use, I can customize it a little. This is a decent placement. I think it's doing justice to the shape that is being created here. Now again, the next line is beats all the color, all the other color or whatever you feel like writing. Now I do not want this bold because my focus should be on the color black. Okay, this one. The color black is, we'll play this here, place this here, but again, this is not aligning with the photograph. We'll go to effect, we'll go to curve, we will reduce the curve so that we get a good effect. I think we are at 0, but we don't need 0. Also, you remember, while using this, you should also use this for a perfect placement. Let's go back. Oh, I wanted to use this. Yes, 6 is the right placement for me, right? And then you will again repeat this, okay? Because the line is being repeated. This line is being repeated every time. We'll go to effect and here we'll reduce the curve. Okay. This is the good placement, not doing justice. Then you can again still a little, just a little. 6 maybe again I wanted. 5, 4. 1 is decent here. 1 is decent. We'll take this again, a little space, and we will repeat this. We'll place this here. Again, we need to align the placement, effect, curve. Because this is getting cut at the down right now, you can place it this way itself without much hassle. So if you see, and again, if you want to copy this again, and you want to place this here, again, you have to go to effects and you will move this color if you wanted to like this. In case you don't want it, I think this is doing justice to this picture because the design clearly is something else. This we are not trying to copy exactly. We're trying to create something of our own. So that's okay. But we have created this effect. Now coming back to the second picture, here you can see there's a gradient blur effect. The gradient blur effect. How to create that? Note down this element. This is a very, very interesting element and you can use this in many a place, which is called blob, B-L-O-B. And here what I'm looking for is blob gradient. And yes, this are the gradient. If you're not getting this, you can again download it from Freepik and other websites. What I like is I can take this. This is a good effect that is coming and it looks like a gradient that has been created here. You can try with others also, but for me, this is okay. And what I'll do is I don't want much attention on this gradient. I'll go and reduce the transparency, which I have done. Okay. And again, repeating the element. If you remember this, it's a non-negotiable thing. If you do it, it feels more professional. But you can skip this also, but it highly recommended that you do this. You go to position and replace it. It feels like a repetition and an illusion in altogether. Now, what we have to do is we have to think of a write-up. We have to think of a write-up here. And what we can think of, if you're working for a brand, you can write is, here is your reason to get one more black, right? So let's write it. Let's create a text, which is, here is your reason to get one more, and we want some attention to it. So clearly we'll increase the size. And again, placements, alignments, left aligned. The size is a little more, we'll make it 42. And Here is your reason to get one more. This is decent, but I will make it bold. Get one more. Now what I'll do is one more. Black was the line. So write black, right? But I want to again bring focus to black. If you remember, I told you context in the content is more important. So here we are focusing on the whole concept of going black, purchasing that particular black. So we have not given much emphasis to black. So what we are trying to do now is get more emphasis on black. How we'll do this? We'll pick up a font which is very bold. I know it. You can search for it. Anton is one thing which is bold, and we will. This is one idea. This is done. Again, I still feel there's some lost connection between the context. That is, we are working on the concept of black with our campaign, or the idea of this content revolve around black. So I want more of the color black. I have taken this and I've searched for this by uh, black pouring. Okay. And you can search for, I had searched for photos, not graphics. So I found, sometimes you might see, this is the effect that I got it. I removed the background of this. Okay, you can place it here. You can place this here. And duplicate this. Hit this. Sorry. Now what we can do is we can also bring it down because black color ऊपर से है. But let's leave it. And if you want, you can again repeat this here. But that will feel cluttered. I feel we'll flip it. Make this smaller, or make this bigger, however you want. One second. So the black effect is created. You can again go ahead and increase the black. One more thing, if you still think the relevancy is not there coming, you can make it white. Just an idea. You can experiment with whatever is coming to your mind. So this is black. I would make it to 90 degrees. We will put in the gradient, age of gradient, what we have taken. Increase it. Place it backward of the text, not backward of the gradient, backward of the text. And then we'll decrease the opacity to a little more so that the context of black is there everywhere. I am somehow not liking this because this is more cleaner. And for example, I've already created a logo. So your logo, whatever your product has, you should have a logo, and your logo goes here. And if you want, you can create a button here. That's totally up to you. How do you want it to be seen? So what we have done is we have taken two inspirations. This is the blur effect and the curved text effect or the silhouette text effect, and we have combined and we've created something new. So now, because you are learning so many techniques altogether, I want you to use more than 1, 2, 3 techniques and create something. Be mindful of the fonts and the placement of the fonts. That will completely matter. And I am very hopeful that you will create one such design and share that with me. And that's all for the day. Thank you so much. We'll see you soon.